Friends, welcome back to this knowledge capsule on GST. Today, we will try to learn something about services. What is services in GST? Section 2, subsection 102 of the Central Goods and Services Tax Act defines the term services. If we analyze and bisect this definition of the term services, it can be compartmentalized into two parts. One is means and includes. The other one is exclusion portion. We will try to learn what is exclusion portion first. Services does not include goods. We have already understood what is goods in GST. I will not dwell upon this once again due to paucity of time. And then it does not include money and securities. The term money is also defined in GST. Money means legal tender, which is Indian rupees, foreign currency, which might be dollars, euros, pounds, etc. It also includes checks, demand drafts, bills of exchange, postal orders, money orders, or any other instrument recognized by Reserve Bank of India to settle an obligation. This is known as money. Money is excluded from the term services. The term services also does not include securities. Securities means securities which are governed by Securities Contract Regulation Act. To put it in very simple terms, securities means your shares, scrips, debentures, bonds, debt instruments, derivatives, etc. So, the services does not include goods, money, and securities. These are all about the exclusion portion. Now we will try to understand the means and inclusion portion now. Services means anything other than goods. The next question which arises in our mind is whether the term anything includes everything. Going by the common parlance theory, which says that whenever a particular term is not defined in an enactment, before we borrow the definition of that term from other enactments, we will have to rely on how this particular term is generally understood by the trade and business. So, going by the common parlance theory, services, as we understand from the trade and business, it does not include everything. Namely, immovable property is also excluded from services. There is also another school of thought which says that anything includes everything. We will not get into the litigation aspects right now. We will restrict to understanding the definition of the term services now. The services also includes activities relating to use of money or its conversion from one form to other, from one denomination to other, where a separate consideration is charged. I'll give you a simple example. Example of a travel agent who is also a money changer, where a person will go and exchange Indian rupees for dollars, or dollars for Indian rupees, or Indian rupees for pounds, vice versa, or others. So, money is not covered within the definition of the term services, whereas activities relating to use of money or its conversion is covered within the scope of the term services. Facilitating or arranging transactions in securities. What is the meaning of this term, facilitating or arranging transactions in securities? To give you an example to make you understand this particular provision, the functions of a stockbroker. What he does, he will facilitate an investor to buy securities, to buy equity shares or sell equity shares, buy mutual funds, sell mutual funds, buy debt instruments or sell debt instruments. So the functions of stockbroker is covered within the ambit of the term services. To summarize, the term services excludes goods, money and securities. So these are the two exclusions. They are not services at all. The term services means anything other than goods. So anything other than goods mean, going by the common parlance theory, it does not include immovable properties. The functions or activities performed by a money changer in converting rupees into dollars or vice versa or any other foreign currency where separate consideration is charged, like commission for converting the money from Indian rupees to dollars. So that consideration charged becomes the service element. Lastly, the activities of a stockbroker where he facilitates an investor to buy and sell securities in the stock market, for which he charges brokerage. This brokerage is an element of service which will be subjected to GST. This is all about services, friends. I'll come back to you shortly with another knowledge capsule on GST. Bye bye. Thank you.